Are you hearing me at all? Hello? Can now. Just now cannot. Okay, interesting. Okay, never mind. If you see my mouth moving and you don't hear anything, so that means that somewhere has gone wrong again, yeah? So you need to help me on this. Okay, all right. So let's just make sure that I show you this, the disclaimer applied as usual before continuing. Okay, I'm done. All right, so let's go. Okay, so the first thing first to come out this chart once again. I think this chart is the one that I want to share with you. Let's take a look. Why am I into this? Okay. Okay, so first of all, right, this is the 5% chart. Now, this chart can only be used when there is a all-time high. Okay, only when it's an all-time high, then this chart is applicable. So the all-time high is here, the five. Then after that, we have the 5%, 95, 90, 85%. Now, this is on the Dow Jones, yeah. Okay, so basically now we can see that to show what's happening, my side is all the same. Back again, and then put it back in. Okay, let me just try now. Okay, now? Okay, now I have, okay. All right, let me repeat what I've probably missed out. Okay, so let's go back. Okay. All right, so what we have is that the market broke below the 85% and went all the way down. Then it rebounded, right? Okay, so you notice that it was because the RSI hits below the 30 marker. And almost every time when the RSI hit the 30 marker, right, we can almost be sure that there'll be a rebound. Now, is it because that this is a sure will happen thing, or it's just because that the boys know about this? Well, let me give you an idea on that. The next time, the next time, if the market go down to the RSI 30 again, the best thing to happen is that the market, the low doesn't go below this one. That means the next time we see the RSI coming down to below 30 again, the low here itself, the best thing to happen is must be higher lah. Yeah. Then this will basically means the market has bottom. I'll give you an idea how does it mean, right? You look at this one here, so this point here and this point here. Okay, these 2 points, this point A and this point B, right? Okay, now look up. This is the low here of point A1. Okay, then this is low of point B1. Now, what do you see, guys? You will notice that A1 and B1, right, are lows, right? But you look carefully yourself, right? B1 is lower than A1. Okay. Now, in PTP, we learned this professional trading program. We learned this, and this itself tells me it's a divergence, a negative divergence, which means that once the market recover, it will recover because of the RSI at the low end, but it will become a sell, not a buy. That's the reason why when the market hit about 42,000, I call for sell on the Dow Jones. And then after that, the market cascaded downwards. Okay, got the idea now? So because of that, right, now I can tell you that if there is going to be a sell again, it will happen, definitely will happen. But once it happens, if the RSI do come down again, and this time on the low gets higher, then yes, this is a market bottom already. Okay, so I'll let you know more about that later when this actually happens, yeah? Okay, then let's go to the 5-minute chart. Now, this what I just shared is applicable to a lower time frame. Not really. It's more for the bigger time frame. Now, yesterday I purposely show you something here. I share with you that this is a low. This is a previous low of the previous day. Okay, and I told you that if the market breaks below the OP, generally speaking, it will eventually come down to this point here, right? And the number I gave was this here, around this area here, and the market came down. And then after that, I also mentioned to you that if you go down further, it will go down to this point here, and which also happened. And I also told you that if the market is to really, really go down, once it breaks here, it will be a free fall all the way to somewhere 38,369. Remember? Because this is a what do you call white candle shooting up. And also at the same time, this is the 85% mark. And the market missed my target by just less than 100 points. Just a bit only. And then recovered. And when you notice recover, it stopped exactly at what we draw from here itself. Okay, got an idea now. All right, today I'm in the mood of sharing. That's why I'm sharing you a lot of stuff here. So today, what should I do? Take this away. What is done, over already. Now, how do we do today's targeting board? All right. So you can see what happened if you actually follow me, right? This morning, before the Dow started to move down, the lowest first level was here. Can you see that? Okay, this is a technical point. The market hits and recover, right? Then the next technical point, it will be here. Agreeable? Yes, indeed. And the next technical point, obviously, will be here. Agreeable? Yeah, okay, that's all we have, right? Okay, so now let's see the magic here. The market basically stopped there. Exactly. Can you see now? So this morning itself, right, when I was trading here, when I saw the market broke down below the opening price, this is where I shorted. And because of this point here itself, I know the market will come here. Why? Because people who have buy here, they will put a stop loss over here. Can you see that? So the market is a very simple game. They will go for the hunt. They will go for it itself. So to see that with our chart here, if I put this chart beside our our crazy chart, right? Put it together side by side. Okay, I want to show you this so you can understand to do this better. All right. I want you guys to make money from the market. That's my ultimate objective, nothing else. Okay, your success is my success. Okay, okay, let's hang. Yeah, I think whenever I do Zoom itself, right, my MT4 will go down in speed. Not too sure why. It's in Singapore though. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now I put it side by side. Let you take a look. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me just compare. Yeah, take a bit of patience to do this charting now. Yeah, it slowed down quite a fair bit. That's now before I turn on my Zoom, it was okay. But ever since the Zoom is turned on, it slowed down a bit. Okay, so just hang on a bit, guys. Okay, okay, we are finally there. Okay, okay, okay. Follow me, Okay, so this is the low here. This is today's opening. So this is where it is, and this is where we are over here. Okay, I'll change color then. One. Okay. So opening. So this is the low, right? So you see, guys, okay, when the market was going upwards, all right, above OP, naturally you'll buy, that's normal. And the boys were buying, also normal. But later on, you notice that the color turns red, correct? Which is actually somewhere here, okay? And then once the market goes below OP, you know that that means whoever buys here are all in trouble, correct? And then you look at here at the bottom, the boys turn to sell already. So think about this. If everybody buys here, right? Everybody buys here. Where would they put their stop loss? Here, a bit too close, right? So naturally, they'll put it somewhere around here. Agreeable. So that is where I know that once the market goes below OP, I will short the market and hold it until here itself. Because I have the boys with me, I have the retail with me, I got my KTR with me, I have this thing inside here. So because of all that, right, I know that the market will go down to hit this point and then take my profit from here. All clear? If all clear, press number 1 right now. Now, you can do this on your own. You don't need me to be around. You just have to remember that if you are a buyer, where would you put your stop loss? If you are a short seller, where would you put a stop loss? Use it as a guide. Then you will know where the market's going to go. Because now, I mean, upfront, with what's happening with Donald Trump and his craziness right now, definitely KTR 123, minus 123 can't be usable much after probably by the morning session. So you need to see one more level. Okay. So now everybody got it? Yeah, excellent. Okay. So now let's make a chart a bit smaller. I'll show you a bit more. Then you can compare notes again. Okay. All right. Okay. So now if you look at this, okay, you can see that this is the next low that the market could be going, right? Okay. Now if you compare notes again, guys. Okay. All right. So where we are now, we are actually around here. So now you can see that if there's going to be a pullback later for whatever reason, okay, once the market breaks below this number, it's about 39,080, yeah, 080, yeah, around there, then there's a next free fall from here to here. So this level is about 38,610, around there, yeah, around there. So where you notice that after that, it's now KTR plus minus 3 is already over, right? Now here itself is a free zone because the next support available is somewhere at pivot 2 already. So notice pivot 2 and this guy is very nearby. Okay, so that is where I think that if later on, if the Dow Jones do come down and break this point, then there will be a free fall all the way to here itself. Okay, got it? If all got it, press number 2 right now. Okay, all right. So that is how we compare the notes. But then do note, guys, because my system is out, is a bit special. I can have 2 5-minute chart of the same market side by side. Yeah, so take note of that. If you do that right, maybe your system will ring. Okay, so you have to do it, intermittently itself. Okay, all right. Okay, so now that is the comparison note, but how I get my Dow Jones technical point. Because this morning some people asked me about that, yeah, how I get my numbers and stuff like that. Okay, so now let's just look at this elephant trade potential. Now, same thing again. Don't you notice that we have a very, very powerful tool whereby even the market went up by 2,000 points, our indicator still red color. Interesting, right? Okay, so now today, if you notice at the bottom, you have a case of a diamond shape. So which means at the closing price, you must draw a line. So now you understand why yesterday itself, why am I so adamant to sell? Yesterday, once the market breaks below OP, right, I sell the market. This is not new because I share with you all. Once you see diamond, always draw a line at the closing price. So it works the same way for day chart. So that was the first thing. Then after that, the market started to go down. Okay, now for today, what should we look out for? Now today, if you notice with a KCL here, which is 39,569. Now how the KCL comes apart? Because of this guy. It's a CCYR with the KSI being red. Okay, so that's why the line is there. Okay, so now we on top we have one line here, at the bottom and one line here. This is the KCL, this is the white line. Okay, white line. Okay, so unless the Dow Jones can go above 39,569, if not, right, I can tell you this today, don't long the market unless you want to do bottom picking lah. Then that one nothing concern me already. So take note of that. Okay, now this is a very big candle. All right, for the elephant trade to start, the market must break the low here first. This low has to break. Now this is a moving upwards, right? So for the elephant trade to kick in, you need to market must break the previous low. So actually, right, I am a little bit prefer that the market ends somewhere around here today lah. So that means if Monday come, if Monday open and break this low, then the elephant trade will really begin. That's what I see that. But of course, if the market today can pierce past this low, all right, and close below the low, then yes, you may have a elephant trade in the making, whereby the market will likely cover everything until here itself. Okay, this one all clear? If all clear, press number 3. Now the next market I'm going to cover will be gold. Now, yesterday I already warned you don't short gold, yeah, because I know that some of you are looking to short gold. I know that some schools are calling to short gold. I know that RSI is very, very high. Whether it's H1, H4 chart is very high. I understand. But you must understand something that's happening right now. Let me just bring this to you. Give me a moment. Uh, okay, I bring this to you. You'll take a look. Okay, now this one, look. Now this is the bond price, the bond yield, yeah, the bond yield. All right, the bond yield. So why the bond yield is shooting up so fast, right? Despite Federal Reserve not cutting interest rate, right? Because the bond price fell. But bond price and bond yield, they go inverse direction. So the bond yield is going up. That means the bond price is coming down. So why the bond price coming down? Obviously, so someone must be selling the bonds. So give a good guess who is selling the bond right in the comment box right now. Who do you think is selling the bond? Oh, that was fast. That was very, very fast. China, of course, of course. China will be the one selling it. Although we cannot have confirmation, but we all know that must be them. Yeah. It's like, why must I lend you money? I bought your bonds because to, get some interest from you and keep relationship fair and good. Start, no, deny. Okay. All right. Okay. So it's China. Okay. So now the thing is this. Ayo, who's drawing my thing? Who is taking over my computer? Okay, Cheryl, you. Okay. All right. Cheryl is everywhere now. Okay. Okay. All right. So the thing is this from here is all right. We also notice that Europe is also doing the same thing. Europe bond price is going nuts because money is taken out from US and buy the Europe bonds. Now this is not very good because you don't want people to suddenly buy into you because it's dangerous. You're gonna pay a lot of money interest. So now the thing is this is something that the market is very, very scared. All right. So that is what is happening. So now it's become like a technical war, right, between the players. All right, you can see the VIX going crazy. It went up to high of 60. Then after that, it pulls about 55. Then it pulled back down all the way. This is very, very crazy period of time. So guys, for gold price at the moment now, right, it is possible. I tell you what, it's only said possible, but I think doable to see 3250 within today or Monday. It is possible, but don't quote me. Trade with care because now anything above 3150 is too high in my opinion. Okay, clear? 3250 is my personal next target. Now, based on the diamond, the four diamond, you should know you draw a line across it. That's why this morning, once it opened, just buy. So guys, for those who do day trading, you want to do day chart trading using diamonds, this is what you can do. All right. So as long you know what to do this morning, when it's above OP, you just buy. And now if you have done that, you're up by almost $35, $40 in fact in profit, just like that. Now I missed it this morning, so too bad. What a waste. Okay, all clear? If all clear, press number 4 right now. Now, will it come down? It's a question you've been asking, right, Kel? I don't know, no, seriously. Because now people are buying gold because it's like a hedge against US. Because now US, if imagine this, if I'm not lending you money, right? If I'm okay, little Susan trying. Okay, why am I telling you this? Because if US is not going to get money from people like China or any countries, then they must do what? Print money. Yes, they have to print because when they don't have money from people already, then they have to print. And when they have to print, they know that inflation will go up. So that's the reason why Federal Reserve don't want to help Donald Trump because they know that the moment that happens, they will be forced to print. And when that printing comes in, although the Fed will make money off the US, but you're printing money to a country that is basically self bankrupt. So it's like, yeah, I can print to you, but what's my benefit? So you must understand in the capitalism of America itself, right? They have this very huge problem. Yeah. So that is the reason why people are buying gold right now. Yes, that's the reason. So Jennifer, you're online, right? So I'm telling you now the reason why the gold will keep on going higher. So of course you may say, Kel, then why don't you call for buy? I don't dare. So I'd rather for you to pull back first like that. Then I buy law. Yes, I told you guys, right? As long as you're buying gold, look out for all the CCROI and enough already. So I did buy my share. When the price come to this point here, I book my profit. But after that itself, anywhere higher is really no man's land. Yeah. Okay, got it. So based on this, if the Federal Reserve really need to save the day and save America, well, by right itself, let me show you the dollar yen, the dollar chart, right? Then you can see this better, yeah. Dollar chart, DXY. Here we go. You see the dollar? Oh my God, the dollar really disseminate itself. Don't look at it. Oh my goodness. Remember, I was telling you, right, the dollar will come down to this price. Everyone remember where did I say the dollar will go? 100, right? I told you, right? The dollar will go to 100. And really, it happened. It was here at 105. You check back my MAO video. I told you guys it will come down to 100. And now it come down to 100. So how low can it go, right? If you look carefully, if you look at the time frame here, you can see that the 100 level is a very, it's a very strong support for many years already. So now you can see this here. Now, if this is going to happen, then the dollar can really come down to 97. So based on this number as 97, okay, then where the gold, there's 100 now. So 150, you have gold at 3,200 and 100 lah, make it easier. So now do a math, yeah. So give a guess how much gold will go now, go up to 3,005. So this is the number. If you really want to twist my arm, right, this is the number. Gold can go up until 3,500 if the Federal Reserve wants to, go for it to save the day. So gold can go to 3,500, yeah, can go there. Yeah? So just take note of that itself. Okay, all right, that will be all for today's market talk. Share quite a fair bit. We'll take a quick 1 minute break. We'll come back for the revision. Yep, thank you very much.